sponsored by World of Tanks. I did it again. A few months ago, I speedran Just Cause 3 to 100% completion. It took me 20 hours, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. It was very challenging. It was very painful, but most importantly, it was very, very slow. So gentlemen, I did it again. This attempt was to try to get 100% in under 18 hours. I had to collect all the collectibles, demolish every single piece of red infrastructure, chop all of these horrible vehicles, restrain myself from murdering and hoisting up the locals as a brutal message to the people of Medici, and do it all in 2 hours less than last time. I knew this was going to test me, but truthfully, I was not prepared for the level of pain I was about to face. Fuck! So, let us begin.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go!
We began in the same spot as last time, plane. And then we blah 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 did the first 2 story missions, finished the Visa Electro military base, with the helicopter this time, went to begin the 3rd mission, and the game crashed. This is bound to happen a few times, but 15 minutes in, not good. I started the game up again, and actually started the 3rd mission, where I picked up this moped and delivered it to the garage. Please. So, from here, what was the plan? Well, I actually had a plan. 1. Starting missions. 2. Get OP rocket launcher minigun wingsuit thing. 3. Liberate every single settlement on the map. 4. Do Laguna Bomb Blast, the hardest challenge. 5. Do the remaining story missions. 6. Do the rest of the challenges, starting from those hard wingsuit courses I failed last time. And 7. Collect all vehicles and collectibles. Oh, and 8. Play World of Tanks. That's right, boys. I've partnered again with Wargaming to tell you to be a tank. Gentlemen, I know you want to kill. I know you crave violence. I know you must satisfy your primal urges. Well, guess what? In World of Tanks, you can. Command your hot, steamy lump of steel and deliver your rounds directly into the French. 100 million players, 550 tanks, even including chunk points, 40 battle rings. I can't even count that high. Best of all, it's completely free. And guess what? There's even more. Available now is the G.I. Joe promotional event where you can get this sick-looking tank, or this sick-looking tank from the classic G.I. Joe toy. Offer ends 30th of June. Look at how good they look! Hit up that first link in the description and enter the code G.I. Joe 21 to activate the in-game missions and unlock your sick-looking tank. Upon collecting 15 tokens, you'll be gifted an additional 5 to fully outfit your tank. Which will you pick? Green tank that isn't bulbous, or red tank that looks really cool? The choice is yours. Still not convinced? You may have something wrong with you. Look at these tanks. They're all hyper-realistic. Believe me, I'm a tank. Also, free stuff, a T-14 tank, tier 5, 500k credits, and 7 days of premium. What are you waiting for, you fools? Hit up that link and join today. Anyway, the setup was fairly simple, and so far, all was going well. But, unbeknownst to me, my cat had been plotting against me. My room doesn't. I don't know what is in my room. It smells like poop. Before the stream began, he thought it would be greatly helpful if he shat in my room. Next mission, I dragged this guy's boat and this guy into the water at record speed. Unlocked fast travel and fast traveled here. Falco Maxivec, the biggest, baddest base on the map. I was here to get the OP wingsuit, which I did. Oh my god. So far, the run was basically identical to the last one, but once I had finished the OP wingsuit missions, I began on phase 2, Liberation. I went back to the big base, took this thing, aka the shield helicopter, and used it to enact swift justice upon all pieces of infrastructure. This was a good idea, and progress was quickly being made. I liberated this oil rig, this airport, this cool sea base thing, and a few other things before the helicopter finally died 20 minutes later. This was expected, so I went to get another one, and did it again. Then that one died. Dang it. So I tried again, and failed to get it. Fuck. Now sure, that is a little annoying, but really, it wasn't that bad. What was bad was this. My computer had completely shit the bed. I started the stream again, and it worked. Hello. I started OBS to record, and it worked. And then, I started Just Cause 3. It's going well so far. Fuck. This wasn't looking good. I started it all up again, asked chat to clasp their hands as hard as possible, and tried again. Fuck. I was stressing out, and I seriously considered ending the stream right here. I validated the game files. Nope. I restarted my computer. Nope. I decided to upgrade my graphics drivers. And it worked! In total, I'd spent 20 minutes fucking around with these technical issues. But surely, the rest of the stream would be fine, right? Right? Oh no. Once we got back in the game, I went to this mining base, stole yet another shield helicopter, and continued on with the liberation. I liberated the mining base, this outpost, this other outpost, this airport, this other outpost, 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 the piss in my bladder, this oil rig, this other outpost, and finally this power station, before the helicopter finally died. I'd flown so long that I'd given it a name in my head. Jeff. Godspeed, Jeff. Once Jeff had died, I resorted back to the more primitive means of liberation, using guns. Now check out this gun, the Fire Leech. Shoot one rocket, and it splits into 10 rockets and kills 10 things. One of those 10 things can even be you. It fucking hit me! Ah! There was no use being upset though, because a little while later, I found this. Shit. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit, you see that? But then, on cue, 10 minutes later, we finished the entire left island and were making good progress on liberation. But I was getting a little hungry, so I switched to the food screen and made myself some spaghetti. Back to the game, we were still making good progress. Back in the game, we were making good progress, and almost every single settlement had been liberated. I then stumbled across Laguna del Sol and the hardest challenge in the game, Laguna Bomb Blast. Last run it took me 15 minutes to beat, and that was after quite a lot of practice. As you can imagine, I expected it would take quite a bit of time to complete. What I did not expect was to do this. Alright, here comes the strat, alright? Here comes the strat. You ready? It's that easy, boys! It's that easy! First try! Holy shit. Now that is the stuff. Back to liberation, we began on the Stingray area, destroyed the first base, and then my computer completely shit itself and died. Nevertheless, we continued, and within 20 minutes, the Stingray area had been liberated. Another 30 minutes after that, and the whole map had been liberated. Nice. From here on, we could begin on Phase 5. The story missions. Up first was destroying the smooth brain generators from the last run. Now why did I call them this? Well, last time, I suffered a fairly substantial smooth brain moment and lost several minutes trying to destroy them. But this time would be different. This Fire Leech should be able to one-hit these things. These fucking... the smooth brain moment generators. To redeem myself, we moved on to the next mission, of Cows and Wine. Last run, I failed this mission several times, but this run was big brain time. I called in this helicopter, flew it just above the truck filled with wine barrels, attached it at very precise points, and slowly and carefully flew it to the endpoint of the mission, without spilling any wine. My brain was wrinkling. Next up was the mech suit stuff on good old Piss Island. Not much to say here. We started, got the gun that sounds like liberated the settlements, did the challenges, made sure to shoot down this annoying big plane every time so no parachuters came out, and finished the story missions. All told, it was done in about an hour. I then finished these hard wingsuit courses and began on the next story mission, where I found this. Look at this, it's a helicopter. Wait a minute, guys. I think I just found something, guys. Next mission was fairly uneventful, except for this guy. Seeing as we had liberated the Stingray area, now it was time to do the missions there. So the first thing we did was intercept this big plane, shoot this container out of it, and there it was. Boat. I got in the boat, and then I did this. Oh no. Oh! To ease my pain, I found another one of these. Boys. Gentlemen. So really, it was all worth it. We then did the Eden Spark mission, went into the big base in the middle, yoinked the Eden Spark, did the challenges, and collected the shitty tapes. The Stingray area was complete. Next mission was car standing, where you stand on a car. Yeah! Once we had completed our car standing business, we moved on to... The game crashed yet again. But I was hungry, so I took the opportunity and ate some more spaghetti. Back to the speedrun, where Rico was doing some real operator stuff, like getting run over by a train. Rico, don't get run over by the train. Rico. Thank you, Rico. The missions were being completed at a rapid pace. Next mission involved this big plane and defending it from small naughty planes. So I got on a plane of my own and shot the other planes down with its gun. Problem was, I could shoot at the big plane that I was supposed to be defending, and doing so did heaps of damage. But somehow, we clutched it out and completed the mission with 1 HP remaining. Hell yeah. Up next were the rest of the challenges and collectibles. Most collectibles are easy. They even have a mark on the map for their location. But some are quite challenging. Our next monumental challenge was this. The lake boat. To collect this boat, we need to deliver it to one of the garages on the map. Trouble is, it happens to be in a lake with no route to said garage. Not good. My first attempt was to use a helicopter. But I realized I only had 2 tethers and it would be a waste of time. So I quickly moved on to attempt 2 with a mech suit, which ended after about 30 seconds, like this. Did I just destroy it? Are you fucking serious, man? Oh, the boat has to be fucky, doesn't it? It wouldn't be the fucky boat if it wasn't fucky! This was very annoying, so I forgot about it. Instead, I went to a mining site and collected the mining dump truck. On the route to the nearest garage, the truck needed to cross a train track. And what do train tracks have on them? Trains. Train! Holy shit! I delivered the truck and went back to the fucky boat for attempt number 3. For attempt 3, I wanted to try with a helicopter again, but I needed to unlock more tethers. You do this by completing the Scrapyard Scramble challenges, which I did, with a little difficulty. Please don't. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? Once the tethers were unlocked, it was time to try again. I dropped in a helicopter, attached the boat with 6 tethers, and slowly flew it 1.5 kilometers to the closest garage. Fuck! I'm going insane. I'm going insane. It was on it. It was fucking on it. Ah! Ah! To console me, I checked the progress, and we were at the funny number. Nice. A few minutes later, I tried again. This would be attempt number 4, and for attempt number 4, I would use a mech suit again. I slowly worked my way up the hill, made it into the town, got to the garage, and then... I am going to get a deep vein thrombosis. Attempt 5. I'd use the helicopter again and fly it a little further to this water garage. So I dropped in the heli, picked up the boat, flew for 5 minutes to the water garage, and finally... Let's fucking go! The deed was done. In total, this little bastard had cost me about 30 minutes. Once we had finally delivered the fucky boat, it was time to complete some challenges. I did this crash bomb with a monster truck. I failed a few attempts because of these annoying trains, but after a few attempts, the Kraken was on my side. And we're good. I was zooming through some of the land race challenges in my Formula 1 car when I dropped down this ramp, and nothing happened. No! No one saw anything. Next challenge was this frenzy. I got into a helicopter and made a classic lumberjack mistake. Oh no! All was going well. Too well. This time, the game didn't crash, but both the YouTube and Twitch streams did. At nearly 13 hours in, the last thing I wanted to do was deal with yet more technical problems, but I wasn't so lucky. I paused the game to investigate, but nothing seemed to be wrong. Streamlabs said I was streaming, my internet was doing just fine, and my computer was okay. But I was alone. Was this it? Was the run doomed? Would I ever finish? Would I ever escape? As almost all hope was lost, the chat messages returned. The stream was back, baby! Only to die again 2 minutes later. I found the problem was to do with multi-streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. So I made the decision, shut off the stream, cut off YouTube, and continued the journey only on Twitch. All these technical problems made me want to slam my head into a wall. But I didn't need to do it myself, because I had Rico, and he could do it for me. This is me. This is just how I feel at this current moment. What I had to do now was find parts, shrines, tapes, and pieces of dirt. Something that is quite absent-minded. So absent-minded. And I was feeling sleepy. It's alright, guys. I'm just... Oh, for fuck's sake! I wasn't doing great. From the loud noises, to the stream difficulties, and You.
Fuck you.
I was stressed, especially because I had a time to beat, and that time was rapidly approaching. So far though, I was on pace. And who else arrived to boost my spirits but Balaclava Boy? 3 minutes later, and I met another old friend.
We meet again, Mr. Snowman.
Another stunt jump ramp, another chance at Balaclava Boy. But this time, it was Bandana Boy instead. What's up, Bandana Boy? I then stumbled upon this very suspicious looking group hanging out in the forest. Why are they all looking at me? I don't like that vibe. Fixed. Half an hour later, I was closing in on the final few pieces, but some anxiety was setting in about finding the last remaining vehicles. Until then though, I still had some things to collect, so I collected them instead. One of which I thought was this truck. So I steered into it to try to get it to stop, and did this. But of course. Then we did a few more stunt jumps and met the rest of the cast. We've got Balaclava Boy, the classic, Beret Boy, Hoodie Guy, Hard Hat Henry, and my favorite, Helmet Harold. It's Helmet Harold. What's up, Helmet Harold? At close to 17 hours, I did the final stunt jump. It turned out from here, there are only 2 vehicles left to collect, and one of them I could find by doing this particular race. So I started the race, quit the challenge, opened the map to mark the garage, and did this. Oh no. I actually chopped that car, and then was left with the very last item. The real final boss of Just Cause 3. The semi-truck. We were 17 hours in, and the faster I found this truck, the sooner the pain would end. But little did I know, the pain was only just beginning. I began the search by asking Twitch chat for where it could be. While chat did their research, I went up and down the main road looking for it. Chat got back to me with a lot of mixed information. Coordinates that I found very hard to read, directions that were impossible to follow, and tips that just made no sense. They kept saying I'd seen one, when I most definitely had not. But they did give me some actual suggestions. A few spots around here, there are some farmhouses that can supposedly spawn it. I checked them, and no truck. The truck can spawn on the side of the road. I searched up and down the roads of Medici. No truck. In the town Babica, it can spawn near construction sites. I checked them. No truck. 10 minutes passed. The pain was building. I had spent 17 hours on this run, gaining a very large amount of time from the previous. Was it all for nothing? Was I doomed to search for this truck for the next few hours? I hoped not. Another few minutes passed. I rechecked the supposed spawning locations. No truck. The longer it went on, the more pain I felt. Every time I fast traveled, I read chat. They were not really helping. The pain was building. I found some locations that other trucks could spawn, and tried resetting their spawns over and over with fast travel. It wasn't working. The pain was building. I checked the wiki myself, and found that sometimes it can spawn near gas stations. I checked a few gas stations. No truck. The pain was building. The wiki also has some coordinates where it could be found, but in my stressed out, sleep-deprived state, these were more or less completely useless. Another 10 minutes had passed, and no truck had been found. The pain was building. At this point, you could hear the pain in my voice.
This doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. This feels real bad.
Chat made suggestions. I checked the suggestions. No truck. The pain increased, and repeat. Not only was this incredibly painful, but 4,000 people were here to see it live. A few minutes later, I was genuinely starting to feel sick. But I had a bright idea. To restart the game. I would pause the timer, and allow myself some time to think. And of course, to piss. The game had loaded up, my bladder had been emptied, and I felt a bit better. So, we continued on the hunt. I got in a car with the intention of driving up and down until I found one. I checked the map, however, and saw I was close to Babica once again, so I hopped out and went to investigate. The first construction site yielded nothing, but near the second construction site was this. Where? There it is! Holy shit! Holy shit! All I had to do next was open the map, mark the garage, and drive it 100 meters down the road. Gentlemen, we had done it. All that was left was to beat the final boss. So I traveled to the start of the mission, flew the jet into the volcano, and began the final boss fight. Alright, watch this. And then, we hit him with the pot! Get fucked! Let's go! Holy shit! Boys, it was done. The final time was 17 hours, 43 minutes,
I'm clicking.
and 40
I'm
seconds.
clicking.
There it is.
I'm clicking.
BAM! An improvement of 2 hours and 26 minutes. Now, gentlemen, since the last video and this run, no one else has submitted a 100% all DLC run to the leaderboard. Many people have said they will, but they haven't. The leaderboard is just me. So how about, instead of telling me you'll beat it, go out there and actually beat it. Stream it on Twitch, enable VOD saving, and submit the run. Even if you don't beat my time, submit it. I assure you, it will give my ego a big boost. And if you do beat my time, just maybe, I'll have to do it again. Thanks again to World of Tanks. Till next time.